When is the right time to sell your business? I can't answer that for you, but I can help you understand how to answer it for yourself.
You've got to build your business around your life and not your life around your business.
Business ads are going to sell you a fake lifestyle of supercars and fancy mansions.
You can get a business up and running really quickly.
So my first company was a video production company, and I ran it for 12 years, close to 13 years before I decided that I was done with it. And I feel like every entrepreneur that's run a business for that long, you show up some days and you're excited about stuff, and you show up other days and you're not excited. But you go through this cycle of being re-energized about the business, and you've got a cool new idea for the business, and you've got some new area of focus for the business, and it just goes and goes and goes. But at some point, you might be more excited about something outside of your business than you are about what's inside your business. So at that point, you've got two options. One, you can sell the company, hand it off entirely to someone else, and be totally done with it. Wipe your hands clean of it, it's over. Two, you can keep the business, maintain the business, but have it be a residual cash flow stream where you're just an owner of the company, but you have almost nothing to do with it day to day. Both of those are great options, and it lets you move on to whatever's next. I guess option three, which I didn't mention, is you can shut it down. So if your business isn't serving you, if you're not enjoying it, and you just don't want to do it anymore, and if you're real with yourself, you don't think it has much value beyond what you're doing today, know that it's going to take a few years to build up that value so you could actually sell it. And you might have this other opportunity over here that you're way more excited about, and it's time sensitive and you just want to focus on this. And if that's the case, shut down the company and don't look back. I've done that before too. But if you need to sell your business and you want to go through this process, the best thing you can do is just to start to build value, asset value in the company that it could live beyond you. And that's important whether you want to run it forever, you want to get out of the day-to-day, or you want to sell it to an ultimate buyer. So the right time to sell your business has a lot of different things that impact it. It's got, what's the market condition like? Are we in a recession? Is the market booming right now? If the market is in a recession, maybe you don't want to sell it just yet because you're going to get a much smaller return on the business, a much lower valuation or a much lower multiple. So it might not be a great time to sell. Or for your industry, what's the supply and demand like? Do you have something that's really exclusive that there's not a lot of sellers for businesses like yours, and so there's a lot of demand from buyers to be able to pick up your company? If that's the case, maybe now is the right time to sell. It's sort of like selling a house when you sell in certain months of the year because the kids are out of school, the market is flooded with properties. That's like a great buyer's market because there's a lot of options. But then during the middle of school, everybody's kind of locked in, they're in their houses, and it's a really good seller's market because there's fewer options for buyers. So think about that for your business. So really it just comes down to, are you happy doing what you're doing? Do you like the business? Do you want to keep doing it, or do you want to get out? And then if you recognize you want to get out, is the business ready for sale? Does it rely on you too deeply? Do you have too much of a concentration of your business with one customer or two customers? Do you have a leadership team in place that can run the business without you? Do you have your systems documented in a way that someone else can run them when the buyer takes over? Do you have financials that have been reviewed or audited over the last couple years that a buyer can actually count on to project their revenue going forward? There's a lot that goes into understanding if a business can be sold, but the first question is, do you want to sell? So think about first for yourself, are you more excited with what's going on in your business or outside of your business? And then step two, if you're more excited with something outside of your business, is your business ready to sell? And do you want to put the attention into making it ready to sell? Or do you want to shut it down and move on? So there's a lot to think about here, but that's at least a starter to get you going with, should you sell your business?